All right, back to Uki Wellness with Dr. Sonia Karpel, and I'm Rebecca here. And today's topic is going to be about the benefits of a plant-based diet. And as you probably already know, the lifestyle that we've been living, as far as with so much animal production and protein, has really had an effect on our climate. I was just doing a quick search on some facts here, and how plant-based, like a shift more to a plant-based diet, is not only good for our health, but also our environment. And one of the facts I got here is a global shift to a plant-based diet could reduce mortality and greenhouse gases caused by food production by 10% and 70% respectively by 2050. And so I think with this new shift, with a lot of people going vegan, and you're seeing on the shelves now, other vegan options and vegetarian options. I was even surprised. I don't go eat out much, but I ate out at this restaurant, and they had so many vegetarian options that I was so happy, because I am a vegetarian myself. But Dr. Sonia, maybe you can give us more of an Ayurveda perspective on vegetarian versus non-vegetarian for our health and for the environment.
Yes, thank you, Rebecca, for inviting me at this platform. And definitely, see, I'm practicing in Ayurveda since last 15 years, and read many Ayurveda texts, Charak Samhita, Sushruta Samhita, and many others. So what is mentioned by the Acharya is we should devise diet as per the sattvic, rajasic, and tamasic properties of the patient or the people. Earlier also, in ancient time also, non-vegetarian food was used, but not to that much extent that is used right now. So that's why it has not damaged the environment. Like in Sattvic Prakriti, the people who want to be peaceful, who want to be calm, they need a vegetarian diet because it's cooling in your perspective. It has cooling effect on the body. Even for those who have a pitta dosh, the body heat increase, they should eat the plant-based diet, because plant-based is easy to digest. Even our digestive system is made accordingly so that it can easily digest the plant-based diet. So that is it. That and the people who has to fight, who need aggression in their profession, they can incorporate non-veg diets, but it should not go extensively high, so that it should not damage their own body. And because that will, you can see the effect on the world peace.
Yeah.
We have many meetings on establishing the world peace, and the peace starts, it's not only the peace that starts with the human to human contact. The peace should happen everywhere, for animals, for birds, and for everything. So if I talk about Ayurveda advises you to take your diet, plan your diet according to your own needs, to your body specific needs. So I think at this moment in the world, we need more of peace. So we should go vegan. That will help us to calm our mind, calm our bodies. It will improve our health.
I think one thing too is that you mentioned, as far as peace and understanding, even for the meat eaters, and how the animals are treated, is so very important, because when they're under stress and they have all of these heightened hormones, and then you're eating that, it also has an effect on your body, and like you said, and the aggression or the stress. Because what you eat, you also become, right? So that's a very that's a very big point there. And then even looking back, when there was more balance, right, between the people who ate meat or didn't eat meat, and why they did, for what purpose, but we kind of lost our way in that, and I think we've become over consumers of meat, and not very good stewards of that. So our earth has gotten out of balance too, even with the pollution. So there's a fact too about the methane, right, that is caused from animals, which is the number 2 polluter to carbon dioxide, is the methane production, which has been caused from our I think over consumption of animal protein.
Yes, sorry to interrupt you. The commercialization has definitely damaged many things.
Mhm.
So going commercialization, because earlier, if you have to eat non-vegetarian food, you have to go and hunt the animal.
Right.
So in that, everyone can't go there. But right now, everything is possibly available on your dining table,
Right.
easily packed in a packed very well, and you don't see that blood, you don't see that harshness that goes behind that, and people feel that it's pretty. Many of the people, many of the young people or the kids, they don't know the difference between vegetarian and non-vegetarian diet. Okay, they just get served like that any other food gets served. So they don't know that this is something that I'm eating any other animal or any other alive thing. So that has definitely make a big shift, because once you go and kill the thing, na, you will get to feel the emotions of that
Right.
animal.
Yeah.
Right now it's not happening. So it's just like any other packed food that you are taking. It has been packed like that way. So that has increased the commercialization, and but that has created a very bad damage on the environment, on the human life, and the overall balance in the ecology. So that has happened. And even in Ayurveda, there is a great topic that correlates with present time, that is called Janpadodhvans. Janpadadhvins is when massive people would die at a time,
Hmm.
when there would be shift of environment, when there would be shift of, when there would be wars, and when there would be diseases and pandemics. So we have just facing that time, and it completely reminds me that chapter Janpadadhvans, when the environment will shift, when there would be excessive heat or excessive cold in the environment, and it's not the perfect, it's not happened at the perfect timings. At that time, the initial species that will start vanishing would be the birds. Birds
Hmm.
gets affected very much with the environment change. So it's mentioned in the Charak Samhita. And at that time, humans should get aware that the damage is coming very near to us.
Hmm.
And it has started happening. We have seen it in last few years worldwide. It was really unimaginable the way this COVID pandemic has hit the world. So that it has started up, and now we should be more and more careful on what we eat, what we think, because the energies that we create affects everyone on earth, or everyone on universe. Because as per Ayurveda, it's not to the only the body. We have body, we have soul, we have intellect, man, atma, buddhi, sharir, that we say. And everything is gets connected. So what you eat, like you said, what you eat you become. Because
Right.
what you eat, it affects not only your human body, because in modern science we just focus on proteins, vitamins, minerals, and these things, what's going in our body. But in ancient science, we focus on what goes in your mind also.
Hmm.
So the mind food we should be very much careful what is going in our mind, because if we keep on eating this non-vegetarian food in too much quantity, that will create imbalance in the mind, and that will create families would be damaged, relationship would be damaged, because that definitely create aggression,
Right.
that definitely create depression. So the relationship would be damaged with the children, with husband, wife, with their neighbors. All the relations would be damaged. So that's why it's really, really important to go vegan, not only for the purpose of your nutritional benefits for your body, definitely it will provide it, but also for what goes in our mind and in our souls.
Right. So with people that are so already used to, having the animal protein and feel like they need it, um, how can they shift to more of a vegan diet and still get the protein source that they need?
Yeah, that's a complete concern. Many people say that many people are basically taking protein only, taking non-vegetarian only to fulfill that protein gap. And I think that's moreover of myth also, because the protein that you take, well, the first thing, if you're taking high protein, it should be metabolized in the body.
Mhm.
So first we have to check if we are taking that high protein from the animal source, is it getting metabolized properly?
Right.
And the body needs something that it can assimilate fast and it can absorb fast in its own form.
Mhm.
Okay, so everyone doesn't need a non-vegetarian food. Some people do need a non-vegetarian food according to their lifestyle and their occupational needs, but everyone doesn't need a non-vegetarian food. And there are a lot of plant-based products that are having a good quality of protein. Like if I say so my favorite that has come up is the hemp protein. The
Mhm.
hemp protein is more than 30% protein. It's completely a natural protein. Like in India, what we get this hemp farming done in the Himachal area, Uttarakhand area, the area that has never used pesticides in its history. So it's
Right.
a completely natural farming happening over there. And the hemp plant itself is a carbon negative plant. It improves environment. And the protein that we get is the purest form of protein. Nothing additives are there. No preservative is needed to be added over there. And it gives more than 30% protein. It has more than 60% PDCAS score. So that is a really good option to be incorporated to go vegan, so that you don't feel a loss in the protein content of your food. But in addition, you can go vegan also.
Right. And I believe too, the hemp also has like all of the essential amino acids too. So it's a full protein, right? With a lot of other benefits as well. I know some ways that you can add, I mean, there's so many different ways that you could add it, but for me, like I use the hemp hearts and I pretty much sprinkle them all over all my food. And the hemp protein powder, I mix it in with my curries and different stuff that I make. But yeah, do you have any other suggestions on how someone can integrate utilizing more hemp as a protein source?
Definitely, see, every product that is prepared is from the hemp seeds, and hemp seeds are rich in omega-3 acids. They are rich in protein sources. They are rich. They are a very rich food,
Mhm.
and definitely you can use hemp products. And otherwise, there are many things like the moong dal, the whole green moong dal. Sprouts of whole green moong dal are really good in nutrition. They have good quantity of protein. In addition, you have this soya bean. Soya bean is a really good source of protein. So definitely, I think at this time of era, we should study the nutritional content of the food items, the plant food items, and we can incorporate those things. And they are also easily available everywhere. So we
Right.
should incorporate that in our diet, and we should make a shift. And I would like to give a message mostly to the people who are facing that depression, aggression, anxiety, or having anger in their behavior, and having challenge in their relationships. Go vegan and see the difference in your life. You will get to know why your mind shifts from that state. So that is it from my side.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sonia. It's been such a pleasure to talk with you about these issues and to bring them to light and hopefully inspire others to go vegan, to help our climate more and our health to be more peaceful.
Yes, true. Thank you for
Thank you.
inviting.